How's it going, everyone? In today's video, we have some big news on Bray Wyatt, Ronda Rousey, and a whole lot more. But before we begin, don't forget to subscribe to our channel to get the latest wrestling news. Alright guys, so for our first story of today, we have some big news on WWE planning to reunite a very popular tag team soon. So now that K.Owens and Sami Zayn are finally back working together as a team to take on the Usos at WrestleMania, it looks like another former popular tag team will be getting back together very soon. Because according to WRKD Wrestling, K.Owens and Sami Zayn aren't the only frenemies reuniting. There's talks of Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa linking up on the main roster after WrestleMania 39, with Johnny Gargano going as far as to say this during an interview this week. Next up, we have some news on WWE planning to introduce a new title soon. So after WrestleMania 39, not only can fans expect to see debuts and NXT main roster call-ups, it appears like WWE could also be debuting a brand new world title. Because according to WrestleVotes via Give Me Sport, there's a new belt. I don't know for sure if it's getting a new name. I don't know if one of the titles is going away, but there's a new belt that WWE has had made and the decision makers have approved. Like if they wanted to introduce it on TV tomorrow, they could. Those boxes are checked. Next, we have some big news on if WWE has plans to bring back Bray Wyatt's Fiend character. So even though some fans feel like Bray Wyatt's booking since returning to WWE has been pretty lackluster, it now looks like there is a very good chance that fans will end up seeing the return of the Fiend soon. As Zero News reports, I'm told WWE have had at least some talk of bringing the Fiend back as of late. They felt like the character that was introduced at the Royal Rumble fell flat, and Bray Wyatt lost more steam after the show. Furthermore, Vince McMahon reportedly feels like the Fiend character is what got Bray Wyatt more popular, and even more so as a merchandise seller. Talks are still ongoing, I'm told, but don't be surprised if we see the gimmick brought back sometime in the near future. Next up, we have some big news that Ronda Rousey is not happy with WWE. So after Ronda Rousey recently expressed her discontent with WWE Creative, specifically for the way that they booked her feud with Liv Morgan several months ago, from the looks of it, Ronda Rousey is not the only WWE superstar who feels that way, because according to a new report from WRKD Wrestling, Ronda Rousey is not alone in her feelings about the women's division booking, as others backstage feel that the women have struggled to gain traction this WrestleMania season compared to the men due to their writing. So now guys, I want to give you my thoughts and opinions on all of the topics that we discussed today. Starting off with our first topic, we did talk about WWE planning to reunite a popular tag team in Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa. And in my opinion, guys, I do think that it will be awesome to see Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa as a tag team again, because if you guys did see NXT, they were very successful winning the tag team titles, and they were very popular in the black and gold brand at the time. And I do think that having a brand new tag team, I think it will be on Monday Night Raw, would be very refreshing to the tag team division. So I do think that reuniting them would be a very good idea, and I am excited to see when that happens. The next story that we talked about was on WWE getting ready to introduce a brand new world title, and according to WrestleVotes, they are reporting that pretty much everything has been, I guess, checked for a brand new title, and the belief is that it will be introduced after WrestleMania 39, And obviously, this could be for Cody Rhodes because Cody Rhodes is the heavy favorite to defeat Roman Reigns and win the WWE Universal Championship. And in my opinion, guys, I think that it's about time that WWE separate both the WWE and Universal titles to have one for each brand because I do think although Roman Reigns being champion, the Universal Champion does make him look very strong. I do think that having two titles, two world titles, is the way to go because obviously on Monday Night Raw, Roman Reigns does not appear there all of the time. And I think that it would be beneficial to have a champion on Raw and on SmackDown. So I am excited to see what WWE has planned for this brand new world title that they will be introducing very soon. The next story that we talked about was on WWE reportedly planning on bringing back Bray Wyatt's his Fiend character. And according to Zero News, they are reporting that they have at least discussed bringing back the Fiend character because when Bray Wyatt faced LA Knights at SummerSlam at the Royal Rumble, he wasn't really, it didn't really catch on his new character because when Bray Wyatt was a champion, WWE was selling a lot of his merchandise, the masks, the titles, and things like that. And he was very popular at that time. So I think that if WWE plans on bringing back the Fiend character, a lot of fans will be happy because this current persona of Bray Wyatt hasn't really gotten over since returning to the company. And I do think that having the Fiend return will be pretty good for Bray Wyatt. But obviously, that remains to be seen. But I hope that it ends up happening. And last but not least, we did talk about Ronda Rousey and several other WWE superstars reportedly not happy with their booking heading into WrestleMania 39. And according to WRKD Wrestling, they are reporting that Ronda Rousey, aside from Ronda Rousey, who recently pretty much she voiced her displeasure about how WWE Creative booked her feud with Liv Morgan for the SmackDown Women's Championship several months ago. Ronda Rousey was not happy with their booking. And according to WRKD Wrestling, other WWE superstars feel the same way, and they feel that more booking or more time was put into booking the men's matches, for example, like the Bloodline, instead of the women's matches like Bianca Belair's match, Charlotte Flair's match, and things like that. And in my opinion, guys, I do think that WWE has put a lot of time into booking Rhea Ripley versus Charlotte Flair, for example, and also the Becky Lynch and Lita, Trish Stratus versus Damage Control, and also Bianca Belair's match as well. I do think that WWE has put time into booking their feuds, but it's just that there isn't that much interest in those matches. However, a lot of people think differently, and I guess it is what it is until WWE decides to book the women's storylines better. So with that being said, guys, that is all of the news that we have for today. Please make sure to let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.